gonna be looking at this video from Sandy Cortez, better known as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Why you change your name from Sandy? Like, why are you trying to seem like you're something that you're not? Why do Democrats put people before you who not what they think they are? Is it because the Democrats support Hollywood? Could that be the case? But in example number 199,674,281, Democrats go into panic mode. They are just hyperbolic. Pretty much everything that someone does that they don't agree with, the sky is falling in, everybody's gonna die, the world is going to implode, and then it's just will just be just nothing but dust in the greater universe. This is what they do. So AOC, as she's on, let's see what's her rendition of this latest way of acting. Let's see.
I think this is one of the saddest days in modern American history. This is the largest withdrawal, and
she said it's one of the saddest days in modern American history, coming from a 30-something-year-old. Her scope of things is just so broad, right? But that's what she said. Yeah, and trust her. She's one of the leading Democrats, and that is her scope of view. She was a waitress. Noble work. You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do, right? But she campaigned on getting into government and changing shit and flipping shit. What did she do when she got in the government? She just fell in line. That's what she did. So let's see what Miss, she wants to be Jenny from the block, but she's not. She's from privilege. She can never be Jenny from the block. Well, let's see what else you got to say. What type of hyperbolic, inflammatory rhetoric she's going to speak.
of healthcare in American history. 17 million people in our country, 17 million Americans in our country are going to lose their Medicaid.
Yes, they will, because they are illegal and most of them can actually go to work. So that part is true.
They're going to lose their ACA insurance. Small business owners are going to have their healthcare costs skyrocket, and people are going to have their SNAP and WIC cut back. People are going to go hungry. People are going to get...
Stop it. Yes, WIC, SNAP, cut back. Yes, that's going to happen again for people who can actually go to work. There's work requirements, and the work requirements are not even full-time jobs. The work requirements are actually part-time jobs, right? So if you can get up and go to work, you only got to go to work 40 hours a month. 40 hours a month, that's a week. You only got to work 1 week in 1 month to continue to get these benefits. Okay, let's, working 40 hours in a month. Most of us work more than 40 hours in a week. So if you don't want to do that and you lose your benefits, so be it. And what else nonsense type bullshit she's gonna say?
Sick. on a scale unlike anything we've ever seen. And it's all of it is just to finance tax cuts for billionaires and the wealthiest corporations who don't even need it.
And let's talk about that. So the tax cuts that is in this bill is going to benefit everybody. Most, not all, most of the tax cuts are from 2017. During Donald Trump's first presidency. When your fearless leader, Joe Biden, was in office and the Indian, Jamaican, so-called black lady, Kamala, was in there, they could have, if it was a bad thing, they could have rolled those things back. They could have done that. But no. They let them go. And so, if not for this bill, those tax cuts would have expired. Then you'll be paying more money to the federal government. Yes, you would have. So part of it is to make sure those tax cuts stay in place. Again, I haven't read the whole goddamn thing. I don't know if it's years. They say permanent. I don't know. But since they voted on it, it's probably permanent, because I think the tax cuts were in executive orders, and an executive order can always be overturned at some point in time as a different administration comes into power. And we're gonna back it up a little bit. Let's see what type of continuous bullshit she's talking about.
And the wealthiest corporations who don't even need it. I don't think I've ever seen, I don't think we have ever seen or are prepared.
She's talking about tax cuts for some of the wealthiest corporations who don't even need it. While you are very wealthy, you're worth millions. Do you want to pay more taxes, Miss Lady? Ask her that. Ask her that. And how do you know? How does she even know that this is what she said, the wealthiest? That means top of the top of the top of the top. Corporations are getting tax cuts that don't need it, right? Rich people, corporations, and these type of things, they pay the majority of taxes already. That's just what it is. And on top of that, they have a whole team of people, accountants, they have tax lawyers. They have people dedicated to figure out how to pay less taxes. That's just what it is. Democrats outwardly, to me and you, is what they present. But inwardly, they're not this way, because they're all this. They want you to think being a millionaire or a billionaire or someone that has actually accomplished something in life to be a bad thing. That's what the Democrats want you to think. Meanwhile, she's sitting up here with her millionaire self, pointing fingers at millionaires/billionaires/corporations and people who enable her to do whatever she's doing that give her money, this, that, and the other. Liars. Satan. They're evil. This is what they do.
Prepared for how catastrophic this is set to be for a lot of people, and I think it's devastating. And they're talking about this as though it's some tax cut. Even the stuff that they're talking about, taxes on tips, No tax on tips. That's only for people. That's only up to $25,000. And if you're making less than that, you're already kind of exempt from a lot of these things.
Look at how she put it. Think about somebody that's making only $25,000, right? She just said like it's just somebody making $25,000 and getting taxed, they would accept any extra money, but these people are so out of touch and they're trying to tell you how to live that they don't even understand that. Actually, they do understand it. They don't give a fuck. They got their money. They got their money. But it's always this narrative that they're running with to combat the orange man. And the reason they want to combat the orange man, he's trying to do is good things for the people. That's all he's doing. Democrats, they don't want anything good for the people. Satan don't want that. Satan wants something that's good for you in whatever period of time. And then there's always consequences. Y'all, look at these Democrats, man. They are the party of Satan. And they display it every single day. And she's displaying it right here.
First place. So they're giving people crumbs and they're taking away the whole loaf. And it's just a genuinely really sad day for our country.
What about leadership?
She said they're giving people crumbs. What do you define as crumbs, Miss Millionaire Representative? What do you define as crumbs? As she was talking about previously, a person that's making $25,000, $30,000, $2,000 is not a crumb. See, this is how they look at y'all. This is how they look at y'all. The best way to enhance your wealth is just to spend less money. That's the best way. Don't spend. Take what you don't spend and invest. And sit on it. So, if the government is not taking my money, I have more money to do something with, whatever I'm gonna do with it. You know, hopefully you're not gonna be as frivolous and go buy all this, not, you know what, whatever. We are wholly adult, we're autonomous, we do whatever the fuck we want to do. But give me a choice. This is what America is about, choice. Give me that $2,000 a year and let me decide what I want to do with it. Whether I make $25,000 or whatever the case may be. And so you got people like this. She's just saying she's saying the extra $2,000 that you had, that's just crumbs. Yeah, it's crumbs to her. Cause she's making $157,000 a year and she's worth millions. So that little $2,000, what? That's a 3-day vacation for her. $2,000, 3 days. Look at this. Look at the view that they're viewing you from, and they're supposed to be representing you. Her district in New York is a fucking shithole. It's a shithole. It's a cesspool, and she has not done anything in her district, but she's up here doing this.
Jeffries' final message, looking ahead to 2026, 2028.
Well, you know, to Leader Jeffries' message, he's right. The best thing that we can do right now is press on And in
Press
order
on.
for us to salvage what we have and to build through, we have to chart a new course and a new path to our future. And we have to make sure that there are consequences. If you're on Medicaid, if you're on ACA, if you are on Medicare and rely on Medicaid to help with your long-term care, there has to be consequences to these votes. And we have to decide if this is just a joke or just for TV or if this is our real lives. And
So that's going to be the end of this video. These Democrats, they are grasping at straws. They're pulling their hair out. They don't know what to do. And you know why they're doing that? They're doing that is because they're out of touch with just normal people. They don't give a fuck about normal people. They are doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And that's what they've always done. And that's what they will continue to do. That's why they need to go away. Stop voting for them motherfuckers. Stop it. They are geniuses up to this point at getting people in their feelings and tricking people and voting for people and telling you that this is not what you see. What you see right here, this carrot, that's not a carrot. That's not what you see. That's not what it, they are geniuses at that type shit. And it's because Satan is alive and well. I don't give a fuck. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I think it's evil when you try to manipulate somebody. You try to make somebody think something is other than what it really is. Just fucking say it. That's what the Democrats do. They make up, they outright lie, they just make up shit. They try to tell you what you're seeing is not what it really is. That's just evil. That shit is diabolic. That shit is satanic. And you got just humans, the Democratic Party, they're just doing it. Every single day, this is what they're doing. If you like the video, comment on the video, dislike the video, share the video. Also, go over to YouTube. We got some other things going on over there at Mr. Info 5000. Peace.